Hello everyone and welcome back for another Star Trek, the official Starships collection review. I have in front of me issue 145, the Nightingale, or the Maquis fighter, or the Federation fighter. No, it's just a Nightingale this time. As seen on Star Trek Voyager. So as you can see, we have a magazine and a model here. So for now, I'm gonna just put this aside and dive right in. All right, there we are. Nice image there of the vessel on the cover with some information down here at the bottom. It was 320 meters long, launched in the 24th century, a crew of 56, and has phasers for weaponry. Of course, the magazine format is the same, and with a little bit more information here than the front. Not too much, but a little bit more. Operated by the Kralor, or the Kralar, depending on how you want to pronounce it. It's considered a medical transport, so that's something different than the previous guys this ship was seen as. It was located in the Delta Quadrant at a crew of 56. So interesting. Turn the page, and you have the same view here that's on the cover, so nothing new there, as well as some text and a screen cap down there. And you have some more screen caps from the episode and text down there at the bottom. Finally, the appearance, or not the appearance, but the centerfold page showing you where various components are, etc., with trivia and more information on the two sides there. And finally, designing the Nightingale. Now, everybody knows this was one of the Federation fighters, or the same type of ship. Literally the same design was the Federation fighter, seen on DS9 in the Next Generation. Actually, in the Next Generation, it wasn't a Federation fighter, it was one of the Maquis raiders. So, there's a little bit about that. And here's some magazine filler on Ensign Harry Kim, the one guy on Voyager who never got promoted in 7 years. And more on that, on him. And more on him. And finally, the on-screen appearance page, which is in the episode Nightingale, with the same name, from Star Trek Voyager, and the ship itself was designed by Jim Martin. And that pretty much concludes the magazine here. So, it's all right. And the back of the magazine has an image of the ship there. So, now I'm going to show you the model itself. All right, and there she is, the Nightingale. Well, it's all right. This qualifies definitely as one of the alien ships of the week for Star Trek Voyager. Although, when I see this, I don't see an alien ship. I see the Federation fighter, or one of the Maquis fighters, or something. It's clearly, literally, the exact same form. The Bajoran Raider or fighter also had a similar use in on some random other episode. I think it was used in the Mirror Universe. And several other ships had different CGI uses in other episodes as different races, or ships belonging to different races. And this definitely falls in that category. Aside from a few minor details, there's nothing really different about this, except maybe the rear end here, that would tell you that this is different than the Federation fighter. The underneaths and the cells or whatnot, those, or engines or whatnot, on the Starfleet version, or the Federation version, it was blue. This one is kind of like a bright color there. So, it's all right. Fits in your hand about that much, so it's still about, got a little weight to it. The metal's up top and the plastic down at the bottom there. According to the paint, looks like the paint, they deliberately made it look somewhat weathered, so you kind of have that old dated look to it, which is pretty cool, I suppose. There doesn't appear to be any kind of markings on the hull, which tells me, or that would tell you or anyone else, that this is an alien ship. So if this had actually been the Federation fighter, the actual model, and this was blue-ish and the bottom was blue-ish, I would have bought it. And had you given me this several years ago when I was a kid, well, not several years ago, but a couple of decades ago when I was a kid, or back when the show was on the air, I probably would have said, "Ooh, that's the Maquis. Yeah, that's one of the Maquis fighters. So that's one of the Federation fighters from the Dominion War." Because that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like an alien ship from Star Trek Voyager, but it is. So, I like the design, but I like the design for being what it was previously, not what it ended up being used as on Voyager. So, yeah, it's a nice model. I guess I'm happy with it. But honestly, I feel like we've already gotten this before. And this was kind of like a waste of an issue, in my opinion. So if you are a fan of Star Trek Voyager, I would say get this. If you love all the various random alien ships of the week, then get this. If you are really happy with the Federation fighter that we got many moons ago, then you can skip this one because it's almost identical, if not for a few minor coloring paint details there. There's nothing really new here, and you're not really missing out on anything. The quality of the model is actually good, so there's nothing wrong there. It's just, I just think it was a waste of an issue, in my opinion. So yeah, that's that. Unfortunately, I don't have much else to say about it because, like I mentioned earlier, I don't see this as a Nightingale. I see this as a Federation fighter, Maquis Raider, or something like that. So, again, if you're a completist, you're going to get it anyway. If you love Star Trek Voyager, you're going to get it. If you love all the random alien ships of the week, then you're going to want this. But if you don't care, and you just want the basic stuff, then you can skip this one. I promise you, you're not missing anything, and just don't waste your money on it. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me this time around. If you have any questions about it, drop a line down below and I'll answer you, of course. So now I'm going to shut up and show you what this thing looks like on a stand. But until next time, live long and prosper, guys.